96 Hedgehog here. Sorry, there was a random cut. The thing was delayed, so if you hear a random cut from the beginning, that's why. But it's your boy, Phil Shocker. We are here for our Week 16 builder of WWC. As you see, I've not played my Week 5 game yet. It is due because I am playing it actually breaking the fourth wall. As this video is not going to be recorded until around next week or so. I actually will be playing my week game on Monday, the 21st. This you probably won't see until either later on in the week or whatever, but I'm going against Just Jack and his Paris Saint Paris. I think that's how his team name goes. If I butchered, I'm sorry. But we're going here. We have not played our week 5 yet, so we do not know if we are still undefeated or not, and we're in a pretty good position for playoffs at the moment. But if you guys can, hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Blue Shocker crew today because you'll be friendly with the king of the crew. So let's look at this matchup here versus Jack here. Jack has It's Two Spoons, One Zam, coached by Rozzy. I'm so sorry, I butchered that completely on that intro. Rozzy actually was taking over for Nikki in his Texas Typhlosions. I was originally going to face, Nikki, but Nikki dropped out of the league. So I'm going against Rozzy, who was just replacement coach, and his transactions became legal versus me for this week. And it's going to be a bit of a tough matchup, I'm not going to lie. It was like a back and forth with this match. Nikki's first draft of the team, I really wasn't looking forward to it. But then he really destroyed the draft and made it kind of easier of a matchup for me. Then with Rozzy taking over, I think this is now going to go back to being a semi-tough match. But let's go ahead and just break down this team. So Rozzy's team has Milotic, Hippowdon, Dracozolt, Porygon 2, Talonflame, Mega Mawile, Scolipede, Greninja, with Torrent, Rillaboom, Wigglytuff, and the Chimecho. Looking at this matchup, I don't think there's any reason for him to bring Chimecho at all. Chimecho just sucks. Wigglytuff, really, I don't think comes at all. With what I got for my team here, I got Aegislash and I've got this to counter it. If he did bring it, first off would be a surprise bring, but I think he would just want to bring it just for Frisk, and that's about it. Rillaboom, actually, I don't think comes this week. I think Rillaboom is kind of pressured. And really, when you look at my team is basically kind of ground weak. So I think if he brings something that supports my team more than his team, then I don't think it's a really good ring. Greninja definitely could see coming this week. I mean, the reason why we expected Ashgren to come versus us because it's Ashgren. Normal Greninja, I don't know if it comes. It's gonna be kind of a toss up there, so. It's definitely something I do expect to potentially be brought. Same with Scolipede. I think Scolipede comes, but if it was going to come over, say, something like Porygon, which would be a mistake, if I'm being honest with you, then it would probably be a Baton Pass set, potentially. But if it does so good come, it pretty much is forcing itself to play offense. Like, Scolipede, if it comes as offense, cannot run Baton Pass. It would have to be Sword Stance 3 attacks, since it needs Dual Stab and it needs Earthquake. If it does not bring Earthquake, Aegislash sits in front of that thing and does everything it can. It could potentially run Mono Mega Horn, but then he has to run something like Rock Slide or Poison Jab then for Togekiss. So if Scolipede did come, he has to decide whether the Scolipede is going to be Protect, Baton Pass, and then Dual Stab, or one Stab and then having Rock move or something like that. I don't know. But there's that. But I definitely think Scolipede can still come as an offensive threat if he really wants that Scolipede there. Mega Mawile definitely think comes, I think, is a very offensive mon. This thing could be swapped out for Scolipede if he thinks Mega Mawile is going to be too passive, which very well could be, so that's something to keep in mind right there. Talonflame has to come, otherwise Venusaur just walls and beats his team, hands down. Venusaur is so strong versus him if he does not bring that. Porygon, I think, has to come since I don't have a fighting type. If he doesn't bring that, I'm going to be really, really shocked. Dracozolt definitely think comes, but I don't think it's going to be Choice Banded. I definitely think this thing could potentially be Life Orb or Expert Bell. Hippowdon comes because, again, I do have a bit of a glaring ground weakness, and I think Hippowdon just in general helps his team and suits his team better. And I think Marvel Scale Milotic is a must-bring versus my team. It's going to be really tough for him to break. But he does need to be careful that I can potentially Toxic that thing right beforehand, and I can have my Venusaur 1v1 that thing. So, very, very important match. So, this is going to be a bit of an offensive-defensive match. So, very looking forward to that. But Here we go. Let's break down our team. We're bringing Mega Venusaur here, or physically defensive, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb. I don't know Razi's skills, so I don't know how well this match is going to go, and I don't know his knowledge. But we're bringing pretty much physically defensive Venusaur, max HP, 236 in defense with a 20 in special attack. Bold Nature, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb. This is a bit of a risky move set. I might think about putting Earth Power on this set over Leech Seed, but I like Leech Seed for the fact of residual recovery. And if I would do that, then I would have to probably get rid of Sludge Bomb or something for Synthesis, which then I could be a little more working with. But nonetheless, Venusaur's job here is to basically be an annoying mom. Outside of Talonflame, nothing on his team really beats Venusaur, except maybe Mega Mawile. But other than that, nothing really touches my Venusaur from an offensive standpoint. Like, Venusaur can just sit in front of everything and just click buttons. Up next, we're bringing Houdini or Zoroark, and Zoroark's a little bit of semi-risky bring. I do understand that, but I think Zoroark is just way too good to pass up this matchup. We are bringing U-Turn, Night Days, Flamethrower, and Dark Pulse this week. 64 HP, 76 defense, max special attack, modest nature, 116 speed. Basically, the speed is to guarantee outspeed the Dracozolt outside of sand, and basically we can just hit so hard on his team. We do need to be careful what we have in front of us versus what is in front of me right now. U-Turn is there for pivoting. Night Days is there for the accuracy lowering moves and stuff like that. And Dark Pulse is there obviously for flinch chances and Flamethrower. I originally had Memento, but then looking at my opportunity, I do have a chance to miss with Night Days. So I would rather also have Dark Pulse for flinch shenanigans as well. And plus, I think, let's see, how much does Night Days does? Night Days does 85. I can have like basically a backup Night Days in the back if I run out of PP or something like that. And I can go for the reliable Dark Pulse over Night Days if I feel like when it comes to a damage calc perspective. So there's that. Dark Stab is really strong versus him. He doesn't have a really lot of switch-ins to Dark Stab besides Mawile. And then Mawile gets Flamethrowered. I wanted to run maybe like an Expert Belt set or Black Glasses, but I just felt like with choice specs, it's just way too good to pass up on damage. Up next, we're reading Slugger, Gastron, physically defensive with Toxic, Recover, Skull, Earth Power, 248 HP, 252 defense with the Bold Nature, 8 Speed Depth. Basically, physically defensive. We are running Sand Force Gastrodon, however, because of the sand that Hippowdon was going to offer me. And I want to try to abuse his sand a little bit with my Earth Powers, so very much important that we have this. This thing needs to hopefully get a Toxic off on Hippo and the Milotic. Now, I know what you're asking, why poison the Milotic when it has Marble Scale? Well, here's the difference. He can have a wasted item on his Milotic, being a Flame Orb, if I can get this play right. So there's that as well going for me. So Toxic, Recover, and Skull Earth Power basically is just a standard bring on any type of Gastrodon set. But Earth Power now gets boosted in Sand, so that's very, very, very good. And with the Rocky Helmet, I can basically be able to chew and eat all the hits from everything on his team, since most of his team, if not all of his team, is pretty much going to be physically offensive versus us. So there's that. I don't know how I spell Yos, but it's supposed to be 2. Los Santos. We are bringing Togekiss here this week with Wakanda. I like Togekiss's matchup, actually pretty good. It's pretty decently strong against this entire of his team. Roost, Dazzling Gleam, Heat Wave, and Air Slash. Now, it does seem a little weird to have Air Slash and Heat Wave, but I want to have that Heat Wave in case Mawile does come. And you can see I'm actually rocking the Wakanda over the Babiri Berry. It's because this is more of a check to Dracozolt in and out of sand. With the Dazzling Gleam, Heat Wave, Air Slash, this really also covers the entire running max HP, 128 defense, Bold Nature, 36 special attack, and 92 speed. The speed lets me guarantee make sure I am faster than all of his defensive walls guaranteed. And I think it also makes sure I am faster than max speed Adamant Mawile versus Jolly. I might have calculated for Jolly, but I'm pretty sure this is Adamant because I see Adamant more often than Jolly, even in this matchup, I'm going to be fully honest with you. So very good stuff right there. We're bringing Sean, our Luxray, who's been an MVP. He's in, I think, in the top 5 on the kill leaderboards, which I'm really proud of. We're running Toxic, Play Rough, Ice Fang, Thunder Fang with the Gut set, with max HP, 116 attack, Adamant Nature, 44 into the defense, and 96 speed. The speed lets me guaranteed be faster than, I believe, Milotic, which is his defensive mon. If I can get a big hit off before that thing gets any boosts going out there, that's going to be really good. Even if he's got his burn up, I want to get my guts up and just start being faster and start hitting harder. This is going to be one of our offensive checks that doesn't care about status. This is our kind of backup win con to this matchup. Swords and Skill Shot, Close Combat Outrage, Lumberry Haxorus with 80 HP, max attack, 28 in defense, and 140 speed. Basically, I'll be faster than everything the team at +1. I am already faster than everything else on his team, so basically, we're hoping to hit hard and do well. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.